YouTube doesn't like that. Anyway, Tuesday evening, had to get out here and get something up. Haven't had a video up for a while. I apologize for that. Try and make amends. Out here, taking a break, enjoying a few Father's root beers. This is a decade, Rocky Patel decade, 10-year anniversary cigar. This is a good cigar. This is a little bit pricey cigar. It's not terrible. I think it's 20 bucks, 24 bucks, somewhere in that neighborhood maybe. Partner over here, he's smoking a, what do you got over there, bro? What are you smoking over there? Oh, you ain't gonna talk now? Let me zoom him in. What are you smoking over there? He's drinking a Father's. He's smoking a Unkind from, I forget who makes it. It's about a I guess it's a $7 cigar. Good smoke in it, bro. Yeah. He had a lot to say earlier. I guess he talked himself out. He had a lot to say earlier. I guess he's done had got it out of his system now. I ain't got nothing to say. Make sure Blackie's in the picture back here. So what's been going on with y'all? Primarily, what I want to say in this video, I want to say a few things, catch you guys up real quick, and then I have some other videos to follow this that are, I have the next video behind this I think is going to be maybe one of the best videos I've made. Not because of production value, obviously, but because of the information I want to impart. I think it's really going to be life-changing. It has the potential to be life-changing to a lot of people. A lot of people, especially older guys, but everybody, but especially older guys. Let me crack this Father's root beer open real quick, and then we'll talk. Somebody asked if I had heat out here in the garage. The video was out here training. Well, back then it was really warm out here. It's only past couple of days started to get yeah. Past couple of days, it's just started to get to where you need to have some heat, and I have a heater out here, and it's more than adequate. All right, so what's been going on? Well, this is a really good cigar. I will tell you that. This is a good cigar. I really want to express how much I appreciate all you guys out there. All you brothers and sisters. I really, really appreciate you. And that's no bullshit, man. By now, if you've been watching for a little while, you know, however long you've been hanging out with me, you should know that I don't do this really to try to get as many views as I can get or as many subscribers as I can get. You've never heard me say, hey, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you'll know when, you know, I don't do all that. And I make videos haphazardly as far as any kind of sense of timing. You know, I don't kick videos out on a regular, not like a really regular basis, not compared to people that are really trying, you know. And I don't mean to say I'm not trying. I try to put out decent content, good information. That's what I try to do. Everything that I share is first-hand experience stuff that I found that worked or didn't work for me. And there's more than one way to do anything. But I try to be honest, I try to be open, and just share life experiences, you know. And just my take on things. And I'm glad that there are some people out there that get that. It's not, you know, there's no fancy production going on. I've had, I don't know how many people contact me wanting to sell me or a subscription to them to edit my videos and to produce the videos and to make them all fancy and shiny. And a really, really good brother of ours, a really good brother, man. He has his own production studio. I mean, he's got like $100,000 cameras and shit. And what a good dude he is, man. He straight up said to me, listen, dude, anytime you want to come down and shoot anything you want there, you're more than welcome. Anytime, as often as you want, do all your videos there. You know, and I'm not going to, you know, take advantage of that because what's the difference? I got this camera. It was a decent camera. I've had this same camera for I don't know how many years now. And it serves the purpose. It does what I need it to do. You know, I don't know what else to say. I only research things that if I find something works for me, then I will do some research. So I have some things to offer to back it up for people that want that, want to read that or go out on their own. But I don't get too heavy-handed in that regard, in that vein, because there are enough people out there that do that they have to continue to come up with videos and videos and videos. So they just research in Google and, you know, they just hunt for things to make videos about. And I don't do that. If I don't have anything to really say or contribute or offer that I think is valid and credible, I don't make any videos. And, you know, I'm busy living life. I have life. I have work. I have all these other things going on that I don't have the time to dedicate to really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I don't want you to think I don't appreciate you guys. When I don't make videos for a couple of weeks or whatever, it's not because I don't appreciate the audience that I have. Man, I think you guys are the shit. That's true. I mean, all you get to do is look in the comments section. It's not like I don't look. It's that I don't always, I don't want to just throw one comment out, two comments. When I go through and look, I really want to sit down and reply to everything. And if you notice, when I do sit down and reply to anything, I generally go down the list and I try to reply to every comment there. I try. I don't do that often. I don't know who has the time. What regular person that's out here living and not living in like not LARPing in some make-believe, bubble, but really out here lives. Who has time to do that? So I'm glad you guys understand that, man. I hope that you understand that. I appreciate all the really kind sentiments that you folks express. It's very touching. It really is, man. It really is. When I look at all the crap that goes on other people's channels, all the bullshit, and then I look at my channel and, I have really decent, good people, man. I have an awesome audience. So when you do make a comment, don't think just because I may not reply to that comment then and there, don't think I don't look at it, or I may not see it. I do. I look when I have time to sit down and look. When I have more time, then I'll sit down and actually dedicate to try to respond to everything. I do what I can do. In other words, it's kind of an apology, but it's also an explanation. But I don't want anybody to get the misinterpretation thinking that I don't appreciate. I do appreciate, and I am very grateful. I'm very grateful and thankful. So what's been going on? Well, you may notice, you may not notice, but I've lost quite a bit of size and quite a bit of weight. Mostly, lost a lot of body fat. I'm quite lean right now, actually. I'm pretty lean. I'm down over 20 pounds. I'm down 20-some pounds so far. And it's been a lot of body fat. I'm a lot leaner. Waist is a lot smaller, I haven't been on anything for any actual drug. I'm not, no TRT or more, no nothing. I haven't even been in the gym. I've been in the gym a total of 2 occasions, 2 times, that's all, for like an hour or something each time, 2 times in the past 8 to 10 weeks. I haven't really been in the gym. And so I haven't been training. I have not been augmenting testosterone for the same amount of time that I haven't been training. And I have found an alternative. I have found a frigging real life, honest to God alternative. And so far, it's been working tremendously well. So I've got about probably 2+ months in on what I've been doing supplemental wise. It's a natural substance and it literally actually works. And so it's very important that I do want to make a video about that. That's going to be the next video that I make. I'm going to sit down. I don't want to go into it right now because it's too much to cover. But it's working. It's working. And yeah, I mean, I'm not as big, but you know what? I damn well might be if I were training. I'm not training and I'm not eating. You know, I'm eating, but I'm not eating copious amounts of food shoving down my neck. You know, all that shit gets old after a while. It really does. And I'm kind of at the point, you know, I try to keep things fresh. I try to keep it interesting. And for it to hold my interest, right? Because I don't have, okay, when you're younger, you can derive motivation from some kind of ego or esteem. It can be wrapped up in your appearance or how strong you are or whatever. A lot of guys get hooked on that. There are girls who get hooked on that too. And they carry that through. But, I mean, what are you going to live your whole life that way? Now, there are guys that I know that are beasts, and it has nothing to do, there's probably maybe some ego in there, maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's some that they identify through that to a degree, but not a lot. I'm not really talking about those people. There are people that I know, not a lot of them, but there are people that train their balls off and are still carrying a shit ton of muscle and in really good condition. Get older, you know, I know one brother that's 60 years old and he looks phenomenal and he's pedal to the metal. And yeah, he deals with life occurrences. He deals with health issues that are going to come on with age. You know, things are they're going to happen. You're wearing your body out anyway, no matter what you do, just from the years that you've been here, you know. And he bounces back, he overcomes, and he keeps on going. He keeps his head down, keeps pushing, keeps driving. You know, so look, if you're in that category, man, God bless. You know, Godspeed, continue on. Do you, right? Pursue your happiness. But for me, I've been doing this so long that for it to hold my interest, I like to continually evolve and learn and find new things and new experiences, you know, not the same old forever. I mean, if you get off on that, that's fine. Everybody should be themselves, do their own thing, you know? So for me right now, I'm really enthused about being so much lighter, so much leaner, and I'm not really trying hard, which is the amazing thing, you know? So I'm gonna get into all this in depth in my next video because, you know, a lot of times I get off track and I'll have a video that rambles on, it'll be too long, there'll be all kind of topics there, and then what do I even call that damn video? You know what I mean? Because I'm talking about them all over the place. So this time I want to keep that is going to be a completely compartmentalized separate video just about that. And I think it's very important. And so I want people to see it. So I'm only going to address that in its own video, and that's what I'll title the video, and that way, you know, I can try to hopefully get that information out there because I, honest to God, believe it's potentially a life-changing experience. So far for me, it's been incredible. It's been incredible. And for me, to me, that's awesome, man. When I can find something new that really works, you know, that seems like an upgrade from however I've been doing things at this stage, this far into the game, you know, and into life, man, that's happiness to me. That makes me happy. And, you know, the lighter weight and everything, I think I want to start back into some physical training, but some fighting and some things like that. Now people are saying, "Oh, you're too old for that." You're not too old for anything. Not really. If it's something you want to do, you should do it. Simple as that. But main reason is, I've always been in shape. I'm always going to be in shape, but there are a lot of different ways and there can be a lot of things to different people. Of course, it goes without saying, I have every intention of getting back in the gym and training hard. But I'm going to stay on the horse I'm riding right now. I'm going to stay doing things the way I'm doing them. I'm not going to go back to augmenting testosterone or supplementing with testosterone because I don't feel I need it. Doing things the way I'm doing them right now. There's some crazy shit going on. I feel like, I know clearly, I haven't been tested, because who do I have to prove it to? I don't have to prove it to me. And I can tell, something's going on. Either the uptake of the test that I'm making is enhanced or improved, or, more testosterone is binding to receptors, or I'm actually producing more. And it's got everything to do with cranking up your immune system. It's got everything to do with turning that immune system up, man. Life-changing. Had I known this sooner, I would have done it sooner. But they don't advertise this kind of shit. When you read the magazines, that I know I'm dating myself, right? Everything's on the internet now. Written word's almost dead, but when you read the magazines and you're just looking into that bodybuilding realm or weightlifters and things like that, the stuff that you can find information-wise or the stuff that's out there or people share, this stuff's not out there. So this is more something you just fall into, eventually find on your own, I guess, but that's what I did. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. Other thing is, you may have noticed, and you may not have noticed, but you may have noticed that my pronunciation, the way that I enunciate is a little different. Well, that's because, they screw in, they implant these metal studs in your jaw bone. And these porcelain teeth, they cement on these studs and they're permanent implants, right? So I have a few implants in the front, thanks to previously living a precarious lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I've had them for, Christ, I don't know, 25 years or so. And they've been phenomenal, outstanding. Eat apples with them, whatever you want, man. There's incredible, good stuff. But pricey, but well worth it. Well, yeah, one of them actually came out. One of them came off of the fucking stud. So, I initially started this to glue it back in myself, but the crap that I dared to use is the stuff that's off the shelf, and it's not a permanent thing. So I got to go back to the dentist, get it cemented in there the right way. It lasted 25 years or better as it was. I guess it'll last another 25 years or so, and I'll probably be dead by then, so that'll be good enough. But I don't want to just stick it in there with some kind of poly grip or some horse shit like this, and then the son of a bitch falls out at night or something, and I swallow the bastard, or who the hell knows what, right? So that's why I enunciate a little less clearly, I suppose, for now. And again, it's just me being me. You would imagine for many people, that would be a high priority on their list. They would be like, man, I got to get to the dentist and get that son of a bitch put back in. For me, as long as I'm still alive, I still have time to go to the dentist and get it cemented back in. It's not a huge deal. Whatever. Other than that, what's been going on? It's actually beginning to get cold enough that I usually ride every year until Thanksgiving. It's just a thing. I usually ride at least until Thanksgiving every year, well into November. But this year, it just seems a little chilly, like out of nowhere, very quickly. At least it does here. So I don't know if I'm going to be riding that much. I was out a few nights ago and with a bunch of people, had a hell of a good time, great time, really. A lot of fun. But it was cold, man. After the sun went down and I was out and it was nighttime coming back, it was cold out. And I need to get that headlight adjusted. I don't see so well anymore, and at nighttime, I'm not used to riding very much at night, so the headlight's not adjusted very well. And I know the little busters out there, you could have gotten lucky. Maybe that would have been the night that I would have ran off into a cornfield somewhere and broke my neck or whatever, but sorry, it just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. But it was, in fact, it was a little chilly, it was cold, but it's just the right amount of cold that you could wear your leather and not be too hot and not be too cold. It was just right. You know, it was brisk and refreshing, you know, but it was bracing, but it wasn't freezing. But I went to go out. I had off yesterday, and I was going to go out and ride yesterday, and it was cold. I was like, fuck it, man, I'm not going out. So the bike, I'm not going to tear it apart yet. And I have another bike. Got another bike to build. And that's going to be, I'm going to video a bunch of that for anybody that's interested what's going on. It's a new build, a new bike for me. Totally different type of ride. You know, of course, it's a Harley. So I want to video that because that one's going to be tits as far as fit and finish and all the fancy paint and all that shit, because I can paint and all that bullshit. And I'm going to put a real nice paint job on it, and I'm going to paint it right in here. I'm going to paint it right in here. I'm going to hang up heavy-duty plastic all the way around, make just a little spray booth. It's only a motorcycle. The parts are very, you know, compared to a car, it's very little. And I'll show every bit of that if there's an interest. If there's an interest. But I'm going to do a pretty custom paint job on it, and I'll show all that. And this one, Blackie over here, Blackie Lawless, I'm going to, of course, every winter I always upgrade something, you know, out of boredom. Bike's always changing. You know, I like to continue to evolve things. And that's just like I do with my training, just like I do with the nutrition. I try to find better. I try to, you know, evolve and do more, find something that's more efficient, you know, or more effective. Yeah. And in this case, it's a really big thing. If I can get away from augmenting testosterone altogether, and my own testosterone at this age is still going to be, you know, through whatever mechanism, however this shit works. I've been looking at the studies, trying to figure it out, and I have found some evidence. I mean, I have all the evidence I need, but I have found some evidence to present to you guys in this next video. But there's so much that's not known. There's always more that is unknown than is known about these types of things. There always is. There always is. But just like the same, you know, train of thought, school of thought, Blackie over here, I'll tear Blackie apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going with the biggest bore kit that I can put. You know, new pistons, new cylinders, new carburetor. I could just go through jetting that carburetor, but I think I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with that. I'm not sure about that. I may just rejet this carburetor. There's nothing wrong with these CV carburetors. Or I may replace it with something. If you got any suggestions, you know what I mean, just enter it here. What kind of carb are you running? Have you found upgraded to a carb that you were pleased with? Or have you, you know, attempted to upgrade to something and were displeased? You know, throw that in the comments, man. You know, share the knowledge, spread the wealth around. I'm not without experience myself, but nobody knows everything. There's always, you know, and that's one of the benefits to having input from so many people. So I'm going to increase the displacement on Blackie by probably probably about 15 cubic inches. So, right? Yeah. So that'll be pretty serious shit. Or not 15, it'll be 12. 12 cubic inches exactly. 12 cubic inches. I'm not going to get too crazy. I want it to be reliable. Then the other side of that coin is, now that I looked at everything that I want to do, and if I start to tally this up, it's not very much more just to go ahead and buy like a complete engine, like a 127 cubic inch or something really big. It's not much more just to buy the whole engine than it is to put this together in the way that I'm planning it out. You know, because I'm looking at, well, I'm going to replace the cylinders, the pistons, and it's going to be so much larger displacement. I'm going to definitely do something about the intake and the carburation. I need to change. I think that I've already, you know, this module that I have is completely adjustable, so I think that's going to work still. I think I'm okay with that. But there's so much other bullshit I got to upgrade, you know, cams and, you know, all this other shit, that cylinder heads, valve springs, all that crap. So by the time I tally this up, man, I'm almost to the point where, what the fuck, maybe I'll just buy right out of the box, you know, a 127 cubic inch motor and throw it in there. But, you know, for me, it's so much more enjoyable to just build it myself. You know, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Might be wasteful or exorbitant just to blow that kind of money on building this motor when I could probably just spend another grand and just buy one. But yeah, I don't know. You let me know what you think again. It would be cooler if we were all just sitting around and we could shoot the shit like that, but it's just me and this guy, and he ain't saying much. I think his cigar done went out on him. That's basically about it. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. I wanted just to make some kind of an update video, and you know, the next video, when I get into detail about what I've found and what I'm experiencing with it, it's really improved every aspect of my life. I mean, it's literally has, even at work, even on the job. You know, so I'm like super productive compared to I was otherwise. Even with test, I'm more productive now by probably, on an average, I'm turning a minimum of 10 hours more per week producing, right? Because I have the kind of job, I get paid by what I accomplish. I don't get paid by how many hours I'm literally there. And at this stage, at my age, and how long I've been doing this, 40 years, I don't want to be there that many hours. I want to be there, if I'm there 40 or 45 a week, I want to do that, and that's it. You know, once in a while I work the occasional Saturday. Not nuts about that, but then I'll take a day off during the week. I want to do 40, 45 hours, and that's it, because I figure you've been doing something 40 years. If you can't make it, you know, by then, 5 days a week, you're barking up the wrong tree. You should have pursued something else, you know? Not one of these guys that's going to work 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week to try and, you know, make that money. You would figure after that many decades of doing the same thing, you damn well ought to be able just to work 40 hours, 5 days a week, 45 hours, whatever it works out to be, and make a, you know, decent income at it, for Christ's sake. You would hope, right? Anyway, I guess that's it. You know, another thing really quick, and I know I'm all over the place, right? But another thing really quick is if you smoke cigars, for example, or whatever, and now I don't smoke in the house, you know, it's a rental, but I mean, for now it's my house and my home. I don't want to smoke in there, get that shit all on my furniture, and also I don't smoke in the house. But I do smoke out here. And I'll tell you, I tried this candle. It's called Sugar Skull Smoke Odor Exterminator. Smoke Odor Extermination Candle. Sugar Skull. I don't know if you can see that with the thing burning and shit, but now I've heard these candles don't really work. Not this candle in particular, but this line of products that are supposed to be designed to eliminate the odor, cigar odor, you know, from permeating everything in your environment around you indoors. I've heard these candles, they don't work, right? I've read that. Oh, they don't work. None of them work. This candle works. Now, I don't know. I don't have it in the house. Like I'm saying, I don't have it in the house. This place is pretty closed up. It's not like really drafty at all. It's not drafty at all. And when it's all closed up and everything, I smoke out here. It's not like I have a ton of furniture that can really absorb smoke, but I've got, you know, all the stereo equipment out here now, which I've been adding to, by the way. And, oh, it sounds phenomenal, man. You dudes need to come over, hang out sometime, man. Have some fun. Stereo sounds awesome now. And this candle, man, it's been doing the trick. So if you have that issue, you might want to give it a try. I think it works pretty good. I think it was a good buy. You know, I just figured I'd try it, and I'm happy with it. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys had an awesome Halloween. I had a nice Halloween. I go overboard for Halloween. I love Halloween. I have fun. I'm just a big kid, you know. So I had a good time. I videoed some of it. Maybe I'll splice some of that shit in, not this video, because it's already going to be too long as usual. But I'll put it in somewhere. I'll add it to something and share it. But that's all. I've gone on long enough. I'm going to drink this son of a gun right here. And, oh, I do have a good bottle of whiskey. I'll share that with you. I've put the glasses on for this one. This is, I've just tried this for the first time. This is Bibb and Tucker, small batch bourbon, aged 6 years. And this was like a mid-grade as far as price-wise. This bottle was just shy of 50 bucks, 40-some dollars. I'll tell you what, this is really, really good. It's not mad strong and heavy tasting. It's very light tasting. It's 46% alcohol, so it's only 92 proof. So it's not really, you know, doesn't take your breath away or anything like that. You can really taste, I can taste the flavors a little better that way myself. I think it's really good. Bibb and Tucker, highly recommend it. If you want something a little smoother occasionally, I think it's awesome for that. Anyway, that's it, folks. Just a quick brief. It's not very brief, I'm never brief. Just basically, I just want to make a video and express my appreciation for all of you guys out there, man. And that's about it. Toast y'all. I'll toast to you guys right now. Let's do that. Let's do that. Got my Star Trek oriented shot glass here. There we go. Cheers, man. Here's to you guys. That's some good shit. Yep. All right, man. Time to get in there, get to bed. Maybe I'll try to upload this and watch a little TV, get some shut-eye, and get up in the morning and do it all over again. So God bless. Have a good evening. Hope you had a great Halloween. Hope everything's going awesome for everybody out there. Though I'm sure that it's not possible that it is. That somebody out there is suffering. Somebody out there is sad or lonely or unhappy or depressed. And, you know, man, if I could cheer you up any at all, if I could, I would. If I knew how, I would, you know. I love you all and I appreciate you, man. I think you're awesome. Take care. Have a wonderful evening.